something that I think Fnatic surprising a few, but there's that Rel we were talking about, potential engage, great for roaming. Ezreal can save bot, and we only had to look back at last week's performance. Even though Noah didn't win, his Ezreal was quite a menace. Here's Razork.
Wonder, interrupted on the base, marked with the Blaze. Razork can't step in or he'll tank tower aggro. They're waiting for the passive to fall away. Incredibly well played. They're taking their time here.
Oh, the shield, they can wait.
They're just waiting. Shield now expiring. He's trying to clear the wave. Q4 trying to lock up Oscar. And Oscar goes down! And so did Clever another! Oh! Why did they do it? I said it last split! There is one top laner in this league! You go on the bingo card at all.
Oh my goodness. Now Jankos turns his attention towards mid.
This is, it's flashbacks to last split. How many fumbled topside tower dives did we see? But now it's Humanoid in trouble. They know exactly where the jungler is. He's in the grave, so might as well send the mid laner there to join him.
Really nice play from Jankos. He finds an effective game.
Seen a lot more fumbles on those particular dives.
We're also going to get a replay of the mid lane play. This one was pretty cut and dry. Spyro goes for the all-in, gets to level 6 a little bit earlier.
Yeah, good.
Oh, wait, hang on. This is a solo kill.
This is a solo kill. Audience, I'm so sorry. We've been lost in top side tower dive land. We missed that. Well played by Spyro. Capitalizes on getting level 6 ahead of Humanoid, capitalizing that cooldown to try to get a bit more space. Spyro still hovering in the darkness. Sweeper expires, so Jun going to take a chunk of damage just to walk up. Ward immediately cleared. Team Heretics here first on the setup. Noah off to the side. Oh, instant death realm onto Humanoid, just isolating that target. And well, Wonder's a pretty big boy. Humanoid's got nowhere to go. One more Obliterate ought to do it. Wonder in the isolated 1v1 puts him in the Thunderdome, sends him to bed. Team Heretics winning the fight, winning the exchange. Again, Fnatic not respecting the Mordekaiser potential. And I gotta say, this is the Team Heretics we've been waiting to see.
True.
And remember that 6-1, good score. Fnatic close to the perfect split until they lost to G2. Now fighting for grubs.
Oh, I think he actually got that one, yes. So he gets the full grub buff.
That's going to be crucial to keep the pressure up. Now they have a pretty sizable lead. Again, 1K getting bigger. Trimby now feeling a little bit more confident to make a couple of plays. Blackett immediately going to go over the wall. Lightning crash coming through. Jun is dead. Razork running. That is one squishy brand. Blaze passive proccing. Good damage back is going to dissuade.
Heretics know that they can commit topside. Look at all this vision that they've now been able to invest.
Flash out from Wonder. We've been here before. Good bit of poke, but nowhere for the Brand ulti to bounce to. Should be a much easier dive. Immediate Death Realm onto Jun. A good call, dodging the Ezreal with the Death Realm. Wants to just try and solo kill this Rel, but the CC coming through only a few more seconds before the Death Realm fades away. Tries to get back under the tower. Again, has the shield, or should have the shield ready to go. A couple extra health will finally pop it. But a shutdown coming through for Humanoid. Big to have that gold in the pocket of their mid laner. In the meantime, Tier 2 dropping on the top side. Team Heretics quick to punish, breaking open mid as well.
Ultimately, it was a winning play for Heretics because they were able to get so much value from the Herald on the top side. 3 charges in is a great position to be in. Fortunate for Oscar, maybe even a tower would have been lost.
Go spotting Noah. Queuing in,
he wins this 1v1.
3 predicts the E, takes his time on the stun, just keeps it there, waiting for anyone else to show up. Follows up with the ulti. Again, the Queen's clean Sejuani play, setting up the double stun, just gonna casually 1v1 the enemy 80 carry, or give it away.
He wants to give the kill over to Flackhead.
Was it a greedy play though? Flackhead should just walk up. 1Q. Lightning crash. All right, has to use the ulti, but well played. That was just a solo kill from Jankos. Oh, but has he overstayed?
No package to get you out of this one.
Yeah, that's a big Scorpion. He's gonna go in and try to kill Humanoid, gonna get the TP out too. Just trying to one-shot Humanoid, flash in, he's already dead, Oscar! He's just trying to walk away. Instant death rope! The Ezreal ulti, it doesn't hit, Spyro's out! It's like it never had the opportunity. Now the rest of Fnatic is on the collapse, so Team Heretics, are they overcommitting? Yanko's coming into the backside, Fnatic turning back. Credit to Fnatic for getting as much gold as they have, but this Baron might be the beginning of the end. Fnatic, do they want to contest it? Perfect vision setup, Trimby on the flank. And they're taking their time. Hit by the Baron, pullback, not ideal, but Jun is walking in. Humanoid isolating.
Yeah.
Can they get it? Jungler isolated by Wonder, getting lower and lower. Noah gonna try to steal it with the ulti, but no. Steal now coming through. Wonder getting chunked away. In the meantime, Jun trying to create a bit more space. Trimby about to get taken down, but he flashes in against headbutt. But can they still win the fight? TH, their front line's falling apart, but their back line is alive and well. Lightning crack from Blackett, but Noah's still up. Humanoid is still up. Oscar is still trying to make the difference. Pulling away slowly but surely, getting cut down. Noah waiting over the wall. Spyro. Is he going to throw that gold lead away? Only 2 members left standing, mid and ADC for the side of Team Heretics, but they are wearing purple. I mean, he is Chovying. Let's not Chovy like, he's Chovy. We'll give him full credit. 300 CS, 27 minutes in, he's doing good. Oscar caught out, stun there, Razork Death Realm coming through from Wonder. Razork waiting for that perfect ulti opportunity. Oscar taking a little bit too long to kill. Ulti finally getting on Wonder right as everything fades away. Flacket with the ulti hitting multiple targets. Jun getting cut down, but the backline from Fnatic cannot participate in this fight. Spyro will dash out the arrow from Humanoid. Not going to connect under the carries crucially, but Trimby getting burned down. They will get one back. 2 for 1 though. In favor of Team Heretics. They can turn to the soul. Fnatic need to fight this. Their jungler is up, but he does not have Flash. He does not have Smite.
TP is available for Spyro. I expect him to look for a quick base, TP back into the fight, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Jankos back to full HP. Wonder pushing out the bot lane. Going to get the level 16 as well. Small fight over the Scuttle Crab. Oscar in and going to be back in the game. And 15 seconds. Jun, so much earlier than that. A lot of time is being spent. The dragon gets lower.
Ultra Shock Laser, the poke only hitting the front line. And Spyro off to the side. They forgot about the Corki. You can see the damage. Noah heal used for movement speed. Bit extra HP as well. Make sure he can dodge the rocket, but this should just be the objective. Take it down. Ulti not going to hit. Ocean Soul for Team Heretics.
A nice fight from Heretics.
And it's a reminder that all it takes, you know, when we saw them in the past, these few games that they've had this season that have been good, it's been a lot about Jankos getting the ball rolling. This time, feels like it could come from anywhere. As he's been caught out, immediately going to flash him with a headbutt pull. In the meantime, Wonder off on the side, just going to isolate Noah, pull him back. Easy 1v1 against the 80 carry. Any realm against Wonder. It's a death realm. He's got the Ocean Soul, and the entire team of Fnatic is just getting deleted. Wonder with the triple kill. He'll give the rest to his 80 carries. He's a generous top laner, but that is a monster fight for the side of Team Heretics.
It's a clean ace for Heretics.
Incredible fight. Death Realm clutch. The front line just could not come together. Fnatic could not find the angles. Team Heretics from start to finish, a single misstep, a single failed dive from Fnatic. They were quick to punish and even quicker to snowball to victory. In 30 minutes, they'll take the win over Fnatic.
A crucial win for Heretics. Their chances of qualifying for playoffs have just skyrocketed. And to get it against none other than Fnatic is a huge accomplishment.
You can see the hugs, the emotion on stage. It is a single best of one, but an incredibly clutch, an incredibly crucial best of one win.
Now, there's still a lot of results. You know,
nothing is
crazy.
definitive.
Nothing is definitive. We know that Fnatic's qualified for playoffs. They're still fine. But that fight for first definitely becomes a little more interesting.
When you're next to an ally.
Of something,
Yeah, they're just like, please get her out of mid lane.
Yeah. That has been their Band-Aid solution to some things. Yeah, stop having that. You're next to it. Nothing really significant happening across the map. I don't think this is a dive. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, maybe with Daisy they can.
Antonio does not have a lot of mana. Will be forced to ult and is now retreating the flat forward. The Q is going to connect. Finn just gets to ride right in. Knockup comes in from Daisy. Instant follow-up stun from Finn and first blood from Rogue. Hits him with the Faker emote.
And it's a nice setup overall because you got
Antonio on the way in. Again, if Rogue get one, they're kind of happy. So GX really need to force a fight here because 2 grubs is not worth it. Knockback is good. Initial play starting off. Patrick untouched on the backside looking for the setup. Finn just immediately goes in. Cleanse coming out, but Finn's still so damn strong. All of GX immediately going to turn to try and protect their carry. Kill got back.
It's still only a single kill though. The grubs are still alive. Marcoon is still up and Zoelix is already making his way back
Rogue got
out.
4.
I mean, yeah, Rogue though they'll be fine with that. They're going to back away. I'm kind of surprised only a single member died. I think the Antonio
goes in again onto Patrick. He got the cleanse earlier. He's hoping to get the flash this time around. Larson ready to go over the wall. Larson bringing his flash. He doesn't want to follow. Going to be tankier than he should be because the opposing team is full ED, but they're also going to be much faster to getting their objective, and immediately all of Rogue full commit to try and kill Juhan, but it doesn't work. It completely whips it out. GX are turning because Patrick's getting resets, and here comes the Antonio. Where's the barrel going to go? Instantly goes into Marcoon, but Marcoon's going to flash out. So it's going to be 1 kill. The flash forward. Jackie's instantly follows Rogue. Everything was going well.
But Giant X find the fight. It was Rogue that initiated. They try to catch the Antonio out in the tri-brush. But we turn our attention to top lane. Larson goes all in.
Jackie's just dies. Larson out. One more tower shot. Not going to hit.
He makes that look easy. Jackie's half
single-handedly on a side lane because Jackie's TP'd into him. Kind of saved the play.
Pretty much.
And now Rogue are just going to keep the play going because they know they're ahead in tempo, and the Antonio really can't afford to be here because Zoelix already is. Larson now using his TP aggressively, and it's just punish after punish from both sides.
And just like that, Rogue bouncing back. Larson trying to be everywhere on the map. He wasn't involved in the bot lane fight, but it doesn't matter. As he is just continuing to get funneled gold. The top side of the map.
GX have all of the vision around this objective. GX are just threatening to start, but they're a bit split. Have to be careful about walking to the choke.
I mean, everything about what I'm watching right now feels very awkward.
It is very awkward. This is like first date in high school.
Look at
like
the
neither
Antonio.
side wants to commit. Larson stepping up for a bit of poke. The Antonio going in and just getting one shot. Now the reset's coming in for Patrick. Rogue immediately retreat. And that's the kind of confidence you need in these situations.
Okay, that's what we needed to see. Someone having the agency to make a play. The Antonio, a difficult play to make, but he finds the angle. He gets that pick onto Comp. Now the Baron is half HP.
Confidence in the moment. Finn on the flank. They will spot him as he starts to walk in. Do they turn or they focus the objective? For now, the answer is focus the objective. The Antonio peeling for the rest of his team. Finn trying to get into the backline, desperate to kill these carries, but he's just getting shredded. His entire gold lead deleted. GX, in the blink of an eye, ahead in this game. They've evened up the gold. They've taken Finn down a notch.
I think this is one of the biggest things I've been impressed with the Antonio. The longer that he's spent here in the LEC, the more his confidence has grown. And that was a play that we needed to see.
Jackie's.
Oh. Okay,
that team.
We've also...
Where's Kobe? 2 in a row.
I mean, yeah, Jackie's has been caught out on a silence. I right-click, hands off the keyboard.
Like you gotta outmaneuver the Renekton,
Yeah,
but
don't
if
get
you
me
get
wrong.
a kill, now the play's starting here. The Antonio going forward, confidence again. The scoreline might indicate it, but this is the man who's making the difference. Finn now trying to turn it back. The Dragon's falling rapidly. Patrick coming in over the wall, but he doesn't get the reset. Finn getting chunked out. Juwan, does he want to re-engage the wave? Not much to play around. GX likely to break the tier 2, but Ignar ready to follow up, ready to turn this back. Finn too damn tanky, but now Jackie's going in. Jackie's trying to shred them. The flash forward, getting the reset for Patrick. GX, how much further do they want to go? Comp getting lower. GX ready to just break open the base of Rogue, and again, back-to-back engages. First from the Antonio, second from Ignar. GX, do not hesitate around those plays. Happy to have the inhibitor on the bottom side.
The Antonio has been the difference maker in this game. Rogue had. But now Giant X are going to start off the Baron. This could be a great opportunity for Rogue, but the Maokai ultimate could be really valuable at zoning them away.
The Antonio has the angle as well. Ulti now coming out. Daisy locked out of the pit. Baron going to fall. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to be able to get in. GX get the objective. They get so low that Ezreal ult. Big damage. Zolis now trying to follow up. So many members grouped onto the Antonio, but again, the tankiest member of the team. Probably not your priority target. Blast Cone takes him out. And GX just managed to retreat. They get the Baron. They get what they came for, and Rogue get nothing.
Crash at the same time, so they have these 2 points of pressure. Now the Maokai ultimate comes
zone.
through.
Again, clean, textbook League of Legends. Set plays so good from GX all season. Ulti, Solar Flare going to hit onto Patrick. Larson now trying to go in and delete that 80 carry. Finn punted out of the fight by Ignar. Root is there. Finn immediately wants to follow up, but the damage in return, absolutely disgusting. Hysterics already procced.
They need to back away. Giant X have done the damage. Their front line have soaked the storm, and that's going to be another inhibitor.
Super minion spot. They're likely to break mid here as well on the next wave. Finn knows it. He's already cutting the wave, but has to be careful because GX might just go for the end instead. Patrick, max range, rockets raining onto that tower. Zoe at least not going to find the Zenith Blade. Patrick
on the flank. Is this it?
It's the reset. Feels like the last opportunity, but the Antonio's already covering it.
And that's another tower gone as well. The super minions in
front to back, 5v5.
Look at how far away he is, though.
And GX recognizes this. They're just going to walk in and take the inhibitor. The tower in mid lane stops them from going for that. Luckily, the posturing from Rogue stops a little bit else. The Antonio, this time, not going to connect. Solar Flare, decent start. Finn behind, stacking up the rage. A little bit of poke only onto the Antonio. Jackie's now ready to turn. They have to get away. Maokai coming in, all of Rogue retreating, but it's Finn still on the back line. They need to be ready to turn in an instant. They need to try to get something back, but the double 80 carries are just running. Comp and Larson have nowhere to go. Instantly, Ignar sees the moment of weakness. Larson trying to save himself. The base in tatters. Finn, not enough. You'll get one, but it's only a GA. For GA trade at the end of the day, when it counts, GX show up and take down Rogue.
It was a slow affair, but Giant X secured a much-needed win in clean fashion. The early game looked a little shaky, but they were better in the fights, and the Antonio was massive. A fantastic Gragas performance, finding so many great clutch picks. And again, when you're in these situations where you're in an important game and the pressure is on, he was the player that stepped up today, and he was the one that ultimately delivered.
This is going to be a miserable lane for Hylissang, which is why I think he's just going to try and leave. I see him very early, level 3, level 4, just trying to roam towards Video in the mid lane and try and set him up for success. Because if you can...
Cap's not having the same experience. Video burns him out of his mana and his health bar a bit. Looks like he's going to back away. Hilly.
Uh-oh.
What's the thought process here? He has no summoners.
Oh, the flash.
The flash was clean, and Hans just takes a freebie. Massive yoink for first blood. G2 on the board.
And not the start to Hilly. Yeah, he's just going to walk through. It's fine.
God, it wasn't further in.
Yeah, so Photon got stopped. There's no one here to help him, and now Yikes under tower.
I'm trying to look Dagda, how close is he to dominance? He's about 3 minions away. The timing couldn't be better. They all flash commit. Yike has to flash out. In the end, he tanks up too much. Broken Blade gets a plate with it as well. Dagda, this is
Can set up onto cars.
But bro, this Ice Baby duo is working out wonders in the bot lane. The 2v2 strongest. Dragon's still being done. Vitality want to contest this. Linces now has level 6 if he dies. That Requiem won't save the play though as the Dragon's already down. They run on in. Video gets a one-man, but it's onto the Brom. The Twisted Advance down. The lockdown. The Caps surround. Linces goes to flash and die in a good spot, but as Caps builds his bridge over to safety, G2 already out, or at least that's for one, not for many. Hunsummer is going to be the trade-off. Vitality get away with something, but the gold lead has now sprung to 1,500. G2 winning here affects more than just themselves, by the way, as they look to scour down the river. Vitality look for an engage. I need to look myself because the engage doesn't fulfill. Caps gets to buy space and Mickey stands there with Unbreakable. Video looking to zone off and Mickey might just die here. Video getting a kill big to get some tempo back
With this team to try and set up these plays and bring out unique picks like the Pop put.
Yeah.
For Vitality, they're kind of in a difficult spot because now the leader you want to rally around isn't having the best of times. He's behind. Now Caps is doing so much work.
Speaking of leaders, bro, Video, oh my god! Under turret! My hands left, right, together. We're clapping goodnight again.
Started this split, honestly, was taking a lot of flack. He had some individual mistakes. His TPs weren't great, but now he's stepping up massive in that mid lane, and now they want to take it to boss.
It's complete night and day as the TP finally comes through. It's a response from Vitality. Grubs are at least being done by Linces. Now the difference is that they already picked up the earlier grubs. This will be a 6-grub game, but the Enchantress arrow flies through and Mickey's X-Ult misses on the side. And Nature's Grasp also helps out. Hilly has to flash away, but he's ignited and burnt down. Video's ulti doesn't save his life. He gets on out only for the time being as Yike follows through. Under turret, smashes down the Might of the Ends. Caps flashes for a massive auto. And yes, G2 are back, but in the early game with a vengeance.
It will be Mickey dying for the sins of his team. It's not looking so hot for Vitality as G2. We're just matching the mid. The big thing is going to need creativity. This might be it, though.
The Chains of Corruption, it is blocked, it's cleansed away. Ignite's not going to do the damage. Now Hilly's in the middle of no man's land, and Yike's going to make sure he goes nowhere for the time being. Linces all getting fired at as well. Kazi just out of range there, and Yike just takes the kill himself. This Leandri's Maokai with 4 kills is the carry now. Fnatic, or SK, or BDS. Or KC, or Giants. I don't know.
He's just
what's
running down the...
I'm just going who's probably going to be in playoffs. You never know. You never know who's going to make the Worlds. As Photon gets the turret and tries to make himself something in the top side. Cap scored out against the wall with nowhere to go. He accepts it. Photon getting a shutdown dagger. Daggers, wow, earlier. G2 have priority in the top side of the map right now, though, and that's the trade-off. As Cap's auto damage on turrets is disgusting. They've got no grubs, guys. Absolutely zilch. Imagine if Caps had it as he just hits on Photon for the time being. Photon hits back, Phosphorus Bomb doesn't connect. I'm looking at top. Even though a fight's starting here in the bottom side as Chains Corruption follows through the arrow, he's dodged away from, but here's BB! He's ready to run in. The Body Slam is flushed away from. The Nature's Grasp doesn't connect, but it doesn't need to. And the Requiem is not powerful enough, so G2 can sit there, laugh it off, throw another barrel at Star Fox here in the top lane, and continue hitting the turret. Video with the ulti. That's a miss! He runs on in, and G2 are playing with fire, but they must be firebenders or something because they're controlling it well.
Video lost his soul and mind on that play. Mickey's ult keeping the entirety of Vitality away, hitting 3 members with that. Broken Blade's TP, meaning that Vitality can't really find the flank that they were hoping for. And now G2, they just get the Baron.
Linz is slowed down on the way there, by the way.
The steal?
I mean,
The steal?
trying to. Kazi blocked out. It ain't DRX. We're not at Worlds. Kazi can't do the unthinkables. Hilly jumps on in trying to stop something, but he's getting poked out. Caps is just going to auto him for free. He thinks about it for a second and eventually drops him down. Caps with his 6th kill is running in. Now the massacre continues. If you have a family, it's probably time to look away. As Treebeard does it again, a shutdown given over. It's getting real messy as Video's like, yeah, my turn. But in goes BB with a body slam flash, waits for the barrel roll, the flash to come through. The arrow as well is sidestepped. This Video would have been dead again. Explosive cast, they just keep throwing whatever at the wall to
6. kind of sitting in the same position as Rogue, one ahead of Madeline's Koi, but that's not the position that this team wants to be in.
Not at all. Remember as well, as Arrow flies through, even if Vitality lose their game against SK tomorrow, they're not completely out. They have a 53% chance of making it through, but again, it looks really, really hard.
They are through in 53% of scenarios.
Okay, there you go. Well, 53% are getting locked out. Either way, it's not perfect. It's not under your control. I think it's the biggest thing as well, right? You said it before, Dagda. Team Heretics changed everything, and G2 have reminded us of what war can take. The toll is there. Hilly runs on end. And when you declare war against G2, just remember, they have the better numbers, the better marksmen, the better side. Everything goes in their favor when they're here on the day. The Requiem hits Unsummoned, but everyone else laughs at it. Vitality sent back to the fountain, back for another shot tomorrow against SK, and G2 are only looking forward to see how clearly they can go towards season finals and towards Worlds.
History is written by the victor, and it looks like Vitality's story may be ending over the course of this weekend. They needed a win desperately, but G2 will never give you one when you need it.
Nothing's free, and for G2, just like that, back on top, 6-2. The team is scaling towards playoffs again.
And G2 just looks absolutely fantastic again. They give up void grubs, they don't really care, they know how they want to try and play the game. They know if they can get towers, they can start to force team fights where their composition's just stronger, and Vitality just never really felt like they got up off the ground.
Well, you can vote for your key player of the game and LEC on X. Yike.
Pressure on towards bot lane, put upset behind, and then we can start to play out through great side laning, a strong mid lane off of that Lucian Nami with a Maokai, just kind of writes
It makes sense for SK, doesn't it? As you said, writes itself. I love that. Turn on point. You know, it must be said. SK, as soon as they hit those numbers, which Niski's there first, and Dagda has to stop laughing as now we go over the wall. Luon might be caught on out. The heal can come through, but it's not going to be enough. Upset has a kill. He has first blood. Caught with their pants down. Rahel and Luon in a bit of trouble with the flash being matched as well. Rahel now out of his flash summoner.
It hasn't worked well. Let's be real. This hasn't gone great for Kana, so it would have been nice to see something like a cannon, but Isma in trouble.
He is caught out again. Vladdy with the scoop and boop. Dagda's coining. Gives Upset another kill. 2 here for the Zerion. That's the second time that is ear shuffle.
It's not going to be the best of positions, and Rahel and Luon not going to be very happy that now Upset has picked up 2 kills, because this has been the guy that when KC needed him stepped up, and he's going to do it again.
He shocks him, charges him, and now with the Yuumi stun about to be apparent, Luon and Rahel are in trouble. Both flashes burn. Culling at point blank range. Upset with a 3rd kill. The strength of SK is getting absolutely yeeted. Was it him last week that interrupted a castle assault?
Don't think so.
No.
Maybe
it
I'm
was
wrong.
Nuke. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have been Nuke.
But either way, they get the Rift Herald, and either way, it's in the mid lane. With a lot of members of SK here, because KC moved down to try and take the Dragon, which means they're going to lose this mid tower. They lost top.
Yeah.
And they will be able to answer, at least with the bottom tower.
Look at this 3rd Dragon. KC would move to Soul Point, closer towards a 4th win. Team who's setting their own record in their debut year, who finally made playoffs. To beat SK would be another one as Rahel takes the damage, but there's the Nature's Grasp. The Weaver's Wall on the back end as well. Closer out with his own ulti, dodges the damage. The Yuumi from the side is big, but Vladdy is bigger! Separates them, tears them. The culling on the back end, though, is now what I'm looking at with the exhaust is massive. Rahel can't get the damage down, and he almost dies in the process. Isma now the trade is Upset. Is News, but against the wall, irrelevant. It's mainly untouched. He hits, he flashes, he smacks, he rocks, and he rocks him down. Closest next on the ground, and that's a cat versus a dinosaur. You're going extinct.
An irrelevant Chai is what SK are screaming from the back lines. And a monumental performance from the top laner in that fight. Or maybe get some of those resources from SK. He goes right back to being one of the best top laners that we have. And now Vladdy going to see what he can do. And
prove it. All outs there. Irrelevant away from his ulti, though. That's the problem. And the DPS, that shuts us up with a shutdown over to Vladdy.
He was sleepy.
Vladdy who finally picked up his burst and definitely needed getting close to this 3 items here.
Yeah, but again, you're kind of waiting. Oh.
On the Closer, that might be the focus. The seismic shove is there. Closer has his ulti though, and now that the Vanguard's out, Upset looking for the chase up. He ultis, but he doesn't connect, so he doesn't have it.
There's no CC?
No, there is absolutely no CC. So Niski is just running for his life, and he's out, by the way. SK trying to find him on the back end. Bloody is kited away from the bottom lane. They'll take that kill. That was smooth. If Michael Jackson was still alive, man, he'd gauge that moonwalk, because Kana is now in the middle of the whole SK lineup. And KC know they have to get out of there. They can't lose anymore, but Irrelevant will not stop. Even under turret, he throws a boulder closer. Lucky to be alive with a cat in a book. Irrelevant still thinking about it off the side as Closer has to just run back to base.
That healing was clutch, but the Baron will be the prize for SK. KC tried desperately to make the TP play work, but it ends up backfiring as SK just turned it on their head.
Gonna go down pretty quick as well. I mean, Rahel's damage, not to be frothed at, as Irrelevant comes in to finish it off, and SK this mid-game has been beautiful to watch. They're Baron.
You just don't have that opportunity in these positions where, well, you can't catch SK. Rahel, they're playing very far forward again.
Thinking about it. At least he's going to go for the wave
And
now.
he has flash, though.
Wait, this could be a pick. Rahel slowed down. Upset's going to ult on in. Rahel in no man's land, but the tidal wave saves it. The culling as well, zones on out. He's thinking about going back in, but Vladdy's damage can't be scoffed at. Ismo flashed on in for that, but with the root down, will he die before he hits the ground? Niski on the left side as Rahel just sacrifices his own life. It ain't clean, but now here comes Mr. Mean. The Gnar on in. He's disengaged from saving Upset's life as Kana, but against the wall, I think he's doomed his own. Niski's here. A dodge from the seismic shove is great. And even the house. Man, if I could dodge that like inflation, that'd be great. But Niski gets a kill in the end. And Irrelevant just can't die.
Irrelevant's obscene in this game. Absolutely ripping through KC. Now Niski turning over towards the turrets as the rest of SK turn towards the dragons as well. They just need to split themselves.
Really good.
Come on, AL.
What would you rather, SK or AL? I'm going to be biased. Close jumps in. Dude, Rahel ran into melee for that, but he's not punished. Dagda's composition point hits me in the head as Isma gets the same damage. He's burning down. He's almost shocked to death, but he has to flash away. So Isma can't finish the deal off. Closer gets a little bit low. Sun turret goes down, but look at what spawned. I'll give you 2 hints. It's purple. It's big. It looks like something out of Elden Ring, and SK going right towards it.
Yeah, and Isma has Warmogs, so he's kind of healthy again. So everything that KC done has just been undone, and now Isma wants to see if he can get in on the flank. So that's that twisted advance to start locking up members. But Irrelevant doesn't have that ult available.
Seismic shove's great. Vladdy gets out of there quick smart though. Again, the poke comes through. You know what KC don't have? Warmogs of their own. So mid-wave gets pushed in, and here we go. The threat begins.
Yeah, they will be spotted here. As you can see, that ward that Isma just hit will spot out that they're on it, but I don't really know if you can stop it in Irrelevant. Now he's starting to stack up his
great Weaver's wall.
Yeah.
Amazing Weaver's wall. KC have to wait it out. Burst down the Baron, they say.
Yeah, but it's still going to be close.
Yeah. Ooh, let's not flip it. Let's not flip it.
We're flipping.
Let's
we're
not
flipping.
flip it. Whoa, he flashes close. It's going to flip. Almost. His flash already burnt to get out of the seismic shove, but he can't hit the blast cone. Luon are able to bounce back, and they've got really good mid pressure. That's what excites me about SK Dagda as they push on in, and Irrelevant just smacks an inhibitor. Bottom wave, Baron's coming in. It's 2 lanes. There you go. Upset gets culling.
Oh my God.
Cleanse, flash, heal. Bro just had to deal playing, I don't know, Time Warp. What's that game called?
Time Split? No, Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Yes. Time Warp is the dance. And I don't think
SK are definitely dancing.
KC have to get their way out of there. Once again, Tidal Wave, it's a bounce house and Closer. Doesn't want to be anywhere near it. Kana tries to separate, but Irrelevant's about to go Mega Gnar, and you do not want to be near Dinosaur Man. Again, he ults before getting ulted himself. It's nice from Vladdy, but there's no follow-up. Everyone's dead. And SK now, there's only one thing left to do.
And that is to take down Upset as they will chase down Niski.
Hey, he could try, he really could, but Irrelevant's way too strong.
Kill the cat!
Yeah!
Kill the cat!
Ever again, we all hate Yuumi. And as it drops into the dirt, SK are making a strong case for best team in the league, or at least upper echelon.
They want to take that #1 spot. And with just kind of dismantling KC, now they got to try and do the same against Vitality tomorrow. But that was a little bit of a rough early game that turned into a very confident mid game for SK.
And I mean, look, we already know their top 4. It's just about how high they can soar. Their regular season left down to 1 game. KC already in playoffs, as we said before, but SK making sure they're at least not going to end this Saturday on a win. You can vote for your Kia player of the game at LEC on X. Irrelevant. Isma.
So I'm curious if that's what we're going to see here. in this top side.
Man, I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it because it doesn't matter. Sheo now, the response play isn't a Mirwin, who's got a stacking wave. Timing couldn't be worse.
Yeah, bet to be spotted as well. We'll get the dash away,
Throwing a
Shale.
rock, thundering smash. The flash comes down with a frenzied maul or two. Mirwin in a lot of trouble. The seismic shove. That was beautiful. And another one to smash down for first blood.
Nicely done, and especially when you got that cold for BDS got one means that if they get two and next you go 3 for 3. It's not too bad, right? So I think you're in a relatively okay spot as Alvaro, not in a good spot.
Seismic shove is there. He just uses aftershock, so he's not as tanky anymore. Lebrov gets out of the strangle thorns. The poke comes through, and it's meaningful from Frescowi. Super's trying to walk on up. If they can tag him, maybe he can find his mark onto Nuke. That gives him an angle. He jumps on in. Lebrov stops him though. Cleanse on out, and Super runs in hot fire with his first kill of the game.
The mid laner is trying to tank everything for their teammates.
Flashed on in. Elyoy is here. This might be another kill as he flashes away. The seismic shove shows he's gone too far. Nuke with the punish. He could feel it, but unfortunately, it was wild. Nuke is walking down, but he'll be on a ward as Frescowi matches.
Nuke spotted on a ward. He doesn't realize that he is. Alvaro going to see if he can sneak up on him.
He's trying. Zenith Blade takes him into no man's land. Solar Flash shoved back, but it doesn't matter. Elyoya joins him with the thorns out. Lebrov is next. MDK, the commitment there was exemplary.
Elyoya flashed to get into range to get that ultimate needed to make that. Yeah, I think MDK though, once they spot him, any members of BDS are here, will just back away. Did at least secure Super a little bit of damage on towards the turret, but you really can't commit to this, especially with Nuke here as well. Alvaro.
Oh, there it is. Two-man Magnus on Lebrov lands everything. How perfect stat. Nuke flings them back, and BDS say, how about that one?
MDK stuck around way too long. They were spotted every step of the way, and BDS were happy to bring Nuke down. Yeah, he'll lose it. Careful because of even the jump forward from Mirwin with the potential from Elyoya to play on top could be there, but Prob's now on bot side.
Here comes the rolling thunder, the volley bear. Stormbringer would do it. He doesn't need it. The claws are out, and with the sky splitter down, Nuke takes the kill, and BDS open up bot. The response for now hasn't been shown. As you can see, MDK are just going to pick up the Herald, but what are they doing with it?
I mean, they should just immediately move this mid, but
Wall in, Ice goes over the wall, disrespect. He brings a crash down in, he flashes out, and he's out. Sheo's wall is a nuisance for Alvaro as well, and here's Adam to take the kill, or at least try to. Sheo, brilliant ultimate.
Yes, they're down about 3k, or 2.5k, but MDK are not letting them go lightly.
Definitely not, but here with the Weaver's Wall, we're about to find a new answer to that question, aren't we? Alvaro's caught out, and against this wall, he has nowhere to go except in Solar Flare, and with the Zara ulti as well, the Strangle Thorns would be great if there were more plants. Sheo is going to be the trade for now, though, but the re-engage comes through, and Frescowi just caught down. Strangle Thorns, the second version, they're not fighting through, but Super goes in nice and deep, and Ice has to get over the wall. Meanwhile, 1v1 in the top lane is Stormbringer, Sky Splitter, all between the Croc. What deal with him? Heals on up. Adam's alive. Mirwin's alive. The flash, the Q. Nobody dies.
The Renekton is still king of the top lane in this one as Adam is sent
Feeling
back.
Dagda. I mean, it's like Q Dominus as well. Or rather, should I say, Cole the Meek. Sheo might have him though. Mirwin in a bit of trouble. He can't slice and dice over that one, and now he's got backup. It makes it unfair. Tries to buy time. Slice and dice is good, but Sheo ends up burning him down. In the meanwhile, they're trying to find a play in the mid lane. That's MDK, but Ice dodges away from the Zenith Blade, or rather, Alvaro can't.
Unique stats.
It's just unique, so like armor, magic resist to the
exactly.
blade. So, okay, interesting.
Oh.
About the second Lebrov. Brilliant engage. I mean, 7 games on the row. You expect it by now, don't you? He's got to get out of there. He's spaced out, but his ulti will not be going golden. Sheo almost knocked up, but still dead. The slice and dice re-engages. Mirwin thinks about the angle. Now, with a bit of grasping roots sent out and about the range there, the slow too. MDK just maybe mad could turn this into a potential summer playoffs run, but as I say that, Mirwin in a bit of trouble thanks to Nuke. He jumps back in, he heals up, slice and dice there. He's got the flash available if he wants a Ruthless Predator with the culling out and the crash down as well. He gets away from Lebrov. The Magnus Storm is pulling him in, but Nuke's already taken out his cohort. The healing's there, but it's not enough. Adam slaps him in the head, and BDS turn it into a winning play.
Still though, MDK are here. 3 versus 4 for the moment, and a lot invested onto that top side. Nuke doesn't quite have the teleport, so BDS need to be careful starting this. Elyoya and Super poke is going to hurt.
Super's poke is really hurting. And to your point, they might be able to stall out. Nuke is on the way, as you said, but Ice keeps getting hit. Solar Flare's there. The draw from Baron on their side. The Strangle Thorn. The Super ult It runs them in front of the Baron that's helping out. Now Super's in trouble as well, but Alvaro is isolated. It was all too much as Nuke got there in the nick of time. Sheo hovers, and all the same, BDS get to play their game.
Nuke just got back in time to help out there. The fact that you had so much setup for MDK where the Baron...
Playable. That's the one. Or at least I think anyway. What is LEC going to do about this play in the bot side? Adam is here to respond. He's walking into territory. He does not own the Stormbringer to catch him out. The ulti down, but Nuke flashes over it. The culling is going to find its range. Super, though, trying to get the counterplay runs on him, but into melee. That's not where you want to be. Mirwin now has a chance to bring it all back, but Adam's on his tail. A golden timing. Mirwin heals up, but the trade on the Sheo ain't going to find its way. The Zhonya's comes in clutch, and El Yoya started this getting caught out, but now BDS are going to finish it. The chance of finding a win here today is falling, and I think it's gone.
That is heartbreaking for Mad Lions Koi. They were trying to find
Maybe it doesn't matter. This Baron going to go down quick thanks to Ice on almost 4 items. Adam's going to get inhibitor turret at the same time as well. Sky Splitter gives him a bit of vision that Elio is on the way. Turret goes down, and Baron sure to go with it as well. It does feel like these small outplays, these small margins, BDS are handling it so well. As much as MDK throw at the wall, small mistakes in front of them, and that's already there. They're just thinking about how they can get #1.
And that's what I was going to say. If the win here puts them 7-1 tied with SK, but they do own the head against SK. Or sorry, they don't. SK owns the head-to-head. So
Balls on that though, LeBron just saying, hey, let's just finish this off. Nice engage. I mean, he's been great on the Magnet Storms. I guess when you play a champion 7 times,
you get all right with it, yeah.
You're not bad. Man, Adam as well, as he just runs up to the turret, is happy to take if he needs to for the time being, but the turret melts like butter. The inhibitor sure to follow as the knife cleanly falls through. Adam going to TP in Dagda, and I think this is the last regard for MDK here tonight.
The TP, as you say, is coming through. Frescowi needs to try and clear out these waves, but he just doesn't have enough in the tank. And BDS, Adam, yeah, he can launch himself in at any time. Frescowi taking low.
There's not the engagement instead as Ice flashes away. Super tries to get his last regard, but no wonder. BDS are at the top. This team is cleaning through. Mad stood some chances, but BDS, this is just a massacre by the end, isn't it?
Oh, God,
waiting for the respawn. Adam is going to walk on him with a Sky Splitter charge in, takes a turret shot, and rather the Fountain Laser cleans up one, but BDS sitting on top and have a great chance to be our best team of the split.
They're 7-1 tied with SK Gaming. It's so unfortunate they end up losing that game to SK, or they could have been looking for that top spot. But with Fnatic now to play tomorrow, and SK still having themselves to play, I think it's against, yeah, it's against Vitality.
Yep.
I mean, it's still not easy for BDS, but we'll have to see if SK can try and keep